Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time.
Hey, yo, we ain't here to play.
What I'd like to have right now.
You roll, no, your mouth, shut it.
Can you dig that? What you gonna do?
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
What?
Stupid idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
You make the rules, and we will break them.
Wonderful.
Okay, boys and girls, my name is Trey Leon, and I am joined by my co-host, and he's the co-host above all co-hosts, Big H, and you are listening to Real Talk Wrestling.
All right, you there, Big H?
I'm here.
All right. So after Raw, I'm thinking about the whole Bayley Sasha thing, how Bayley flipped on Sasha. And I'm like, I'm loving what I'm saying. I'm like, you know what? The WWE can really take Bayley to the next level and make her a legend. And I really do think so. Because she has the physical capabilities. And from what I just seen what she did to Sasha last night, I think she can do it. So this is how they can book Bayley, right? A, they don't really have to do the whole heel thing. Because if you read on a few, whatever, they're like, yeah, they try to turn her heel, but the crowd's still cheering her and all of that. They don't have to worry about, quote unquote, turning her heel. Let her just be super, super aggressive. And along with this new attitude, like with the way she's doing it, keep her attitude. Just make her aggressive. Make her, like, not give a fuck, right? So this is what you do. She needs to change her look. Like, take that stupid thing out of her head. Let her hair down. You know what I mean? Dress in all black. Switch to black tights, black sports bra, whatever the case may be. Let her come down just on some regular shit. And just have her just be on some like, yo, I don't fuck with none of you bitches. Like, I'm here just to win. I'm here to be the best. Y'all talking about me. I know I'm better than everybody on this roster. You know what I mean? Like, fuck y'all. Let her deal with the shit with Sasha, whatever. But basically, that's basically her attitude, right? So here's the kicker where you really could take her to the next level. And I have two ways, whether you could put the strap on her, you know what I mean? And then it's like, it would be cool if you did that as a way to do that. But I actually like the idea of not putting the strap on her, even not putting it on her right away. And in our phone call we had off the podcast, you mentioned about Ronda Rousey being the next Stone Cold. And I'm guessing because of that shit with Angle and everything. And I've read and heard that too. And I totally disagree. I think who can really be the next Stone Cold is fucking Bayley. She's the next Stone Cold. Like, if they book it right and think about it right, and we're going to talk about your favorite wrestler of all time, your man, the Hitman, Bret Hart. Imagine this, right? Bayley, she finishes her feud with Sasha. She goes on, fades a few bitches, whatever. Now it's time for the chip. And now it's like, okay, she got a number one contenders match. Who she got to go through, who she got to finish. She got to go through your girl, Ronda. Right? And you know what? We're going to have Bayley lose to Ronda. But that's not the thing. This is how we make Ronda. This is how we make Bayley, not make Ronda, but we're going to make Ronda with Bayley. And this is how Bayley's going to become a legend. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
They basically do the Steve Austin, Bret Hart turn type of match where, Bayley's built her per shit, just not giving a fuck, whatever. And then she faces Ronda on some number one contender shit, but they have like that Steve Austin, Bret Hart, WrestleMania 13 type action. And it basically ends with like Bayley not tapping out to Ronda, but passing out because she just like, she gives Ronda a run for her money. But then again, Ronda is Ronda. she puts her in that shit or whatever, you know what I mean, that armbar, whatever, and taps her out. I mean, she wins, but Bayley doesn't tap. She just passes the fuck out. It just refuses to tap. Like, and that's huge because you're looking at Bayley, give me a hug, this, that, and the third. And she goes from that to like, yo, I'm not even tapping on her. I just pass out. Yo, she's over forever. She's over forever. And then, let Ronda beat whomever the champ is at the time, whether it's fucking homegirl, Alexa Bliss, or whomever. But then you have the rematch, and that's when it's time for when it's time for Ronda Rousey to go, because, I don't care how long she gone. Like, it ain't going to be that long. She's talking about having kids and all of that. Cool. Yo, then for the rematch, you have Ronda drop the title to Bayley, and then, Bayley becomes one of the best, one of the best ever.
I hear everything that you're saying. And honestly, I appreciate everything that you're saying. But I don't think Bayley could pull that off. I don't see it. I like the idea of her becoming that type of person. But right now, honestly, what they need to do with Bayley, they need to just get her off Raw, because her pairing with Sasha Banks has been going on way too long. They need to just pull the trigger on it. And honestly, what they need to do, instead of having turn Bayley, they need to turn Sasha back into where she was in NXT. And let them go back to having those type of matches. Because like, as of right now, I feel bad for Bayley right now. I feel bad in the situation that she's in. I think she has much more to offer than what she's getting right now, especially with the roster in front of her and things like that. But I don't think you're going to be able to take Bayley and that character that she's built so much and change it that way. I think you're looking at, Ronda Rousey as your next Stone Cold Steve Austin. She's going to win the title, and she's going to be that person that runs the Raw women's division. Once she gets her wrestling training and stuff like that, she's going to come back after this 30-day suspension, come back, mess around with Alexa Bliss, and set up some feuds down the road. But I just don't see how they're going to take that character of Bayley and pull the trigger on that. I think Bayley is always going to be that person where it's going to be built as, maybe she goes heel, but she's not going to go heel in that fashion where she's just crazy and things like that. I think it would be interesting for a character because she definitely needs to change. She definitely needs to change something. I just don't know if that's the change that she needs. Like, I almost feel as though she reminds me of John Cena right now, where I always thought that John Cena could change his gimmick and go back to being a little bit of a heel. But it's tough because of Bayley's persona. No matter what Bayley does, the crowd cheers for her. So it's always going to be difficult to get her in that situation. I think they need to make her a little bit more edgier. But
this is the thing. That's a good comparison to talk about John Cena, and I see exactly what you're saying, but there's one difference between John Cena and Bayley. You know what that is?
What's that?
Bayley's not making the money John Cena was making them. So there's no big deal on turning her. Like, they wouldn't turn John Cena. See, that's the thing. Cena, he could do it. Like, I think he could have turned heel, on some Hollywood shit and did his thing. Because actually, his heel character was very interesting in the first place. I mean, I like that character. But, financially, it didn't make any sense for them to do it.
I agree with you there. Yeah, I see your point there.
So I think from what Bayley showed last night, she kind of showed me she has what it takes to be that type of character. Because here's the thing. We gotta think of it on a different level. Like, yeah, we're used to seeing what we're seeing, but that doesn't mean they can't do it. We just never thought they would put her in that position. I think the ability she showed me last night, she has the ability to be a very edgy character. We already know she has the physical in-ring ability to do whatever. That's a check mark. She checks that box. Now she'll put it this way. She's a great performer, so it doesn't matter whether she's heel or face. So that again, that's a check box. But now her going to the more edgier, she's going to appeal to more people. She can always flip it back later on and do the whole face thing for the little girls and all that.
So let me ask you this though. So with that being said, with every type of change in the WWE, with a character change or something like that, you always have another character to kind of fill that void. Who would you have to take Bayley's place as that inspiration for all those young girls out there? I mean, I look at that roster and I don't really see anybody.
They won't be a Bayley-esque character, but who could fill in basically the face. She could become like the de facto, face. Yeah, Ember Moon. If you're talking about who's on the roster now, I'm not too familiar with the female talent in NXT, whatever the case may be, but on SmackDown you have Charlotte. She's the quintessential legend, the female or the daughter of a legend. She's not a legend yet. She will be a legend.
Oh, she's on her way. She's
definitely going. We're not doing that to Charlotte. Woo! We're not doing that to Charlotte. But at the end of the day, we can't say she's a legend today. But no doubt, she keep doing what she's doing. Yeah, she's gonna be a legend. I mean, if Charlotte, God forbid, she get a career injury today, right now, boom, career's over. Can we stack her against the legends and be like, she did as much as them? We cannot say she hasn't had the longevity of some of the legends, like the Chef.
Yeah, but look what she's done in such a short career. I mean, just in the short career, what she's done with the matches that she performs in this short career, with the titles that she has won, and the quality of matches that she's had with multiple different people, that's legendary status, even if it is for a short period of time. She's, to me, changed the way in the main roster how we view women's wrestling right now.
Yo, we're not going to get into Charlotte right now because I got so many questions to ask you about that. We can get it popping because we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to make that another topic because, I could be like, okay, so get Charlotte or Lita. Who you taking? Because to me, you could put Lita in this era and she's crushing it just like the rest of them, and you could throw Charlotte back in the Attitude Era, athletic wise, and plus she's Ric Flair's daughter, so she probably have it genetically and she could thrive in that era. So now, do you think right now that Charlotte is on the same level? Right now, can we look at her on the same level we look at Lita?
I think you could. I mean, not only do I think she's a great in-ring performer with everything that she does.
When did Charlotte hit the main roster?
About 2 years ago?
2 years ago. So we're going to say that in 2 years, we could put Charlotte on Lita's level.
In my opinion, I think so. The quality of matches that she brings out, the number of titles that she won on both shows, carrying the women's division on her back, in my opinion, with the matches that she's had, of course. And personally, I think she's way better. I know at first she was rocky, but I think she's much better on the mic when you saw that development on the mic. I think she's way better than Lita on the mic.
Charlotte, everything about Charlotte has gotten better, since she started. We're not disputing that. You know what I mean? You're gonna watch a Charlotte match. You're gonna watch a Sasha match. You're gonna watch a Becky match. Right now, you're gonna watch a Bliss. Hats off to the whole women's division because they really getting it in right now. But all I'm saying is with Charlotte, today, for me, I can't say she doesn't have the longevity to be she's where Lita is or whatever the case may be. Now I think if she sticks around, which I have no reason to believe that she's not, she gonna go down top 3. I think when 20 years from now, Like, you know, when they're like, you know, the legend, they've had their full careers and people look back on them. And I think they talk about, yeah, of course, 20 years from now, yeah, they're going to talk about Charlotte, but I think it will be a list like, you know, Charlotte and Moolah. Like, you'll hear those names together as like the best of, like, she's you know what I mean? Like, she could really, but here's the thing, like, as great as she is, she's got a lot of competition because even if you look at Sasha Banks, like, Sasha Banks has all the tools in the world to be the best. She does.
They're just not giving her the character to be successful with it. She needs to go back to being the boss like she was in NXT. I just don't think they're using these characters right. And if you want to talk about somebody else, but if you want to talk about, you know I'm going off sidebar. The most underused person, the person that's not getting any respect that really frustrates me is Becky Lynch.
You know what the funny thing is about you guys that like Becky Lynch? I don't really see nothing that special about Becky Lynch. Like,
because they don't do anything with her. When was the last really good match she's had?
I don't know.
Tell me, I'll wait.
We don't have to wait too long because I don't know. Like,
all right, but how many good? But how many matches has Charlotte had? How many matches have you seen with Sasha Banks and Charlotte on TV that are really good matches, main eventing, even with Bayley and stuff like that? But then you got Becky Lynch on SmackDown that can barely win the women's championship.
You're right.
You know, you got women on SmackDown that she should be able to wrestle circles around, but she hasn't had the women's title. That doesn't make any sense. She's considered one of the 4 horsewomen. And she had the title for what? I don't even remember how long she had the title because it wasn't that much of a run. But, you know, you have Alexa Bliss, which is great on the mic and things like that, running SmackDown and Raw right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I like Becky. I would put it this way. I don't have nothing against Becky Lynch. That's number one. But I don't see nothing special in it, right? Now, you saying your point was, well, they don't show you nothing special. And I'm thinking, well, maybe they're thinking the same thing I'm thinking because, you know, she's not a strong promo. Like, she's good in the ring. Like, she's good. She's good in the ring. But you know what? Being good in the ring is not is okay, so what? There's a whole bunch of y'all that's good in the ring right now. See, that's the thing. Mm-hmm. The competition, this ain't 10, 15 years ago where there was like 4 good female wrestlers and the rest of them bitches hitting each other with pillows and all of that. Like, competition is stiff. Okay, we get good wrestling. It's like video games. All the game graphics is good today. What else you got? And she really doesn't have like any type of personality to me where it's like, even if like I can see if they change her character up a little bit, like I can see her, you know, whatever. Versus like she would have to totally shock me like the Miz, like, oh shit, I didn't even know you was capable of doing all of this. This is great. Like she would have to fall that way. I don't put it this way. She's just one of those people, one of those characters. Like if she never appeared on TV again, I wouldn't notice she was gone.
Yeah, which is a shame. Which is definitely a crime. Like I look at both rosters right now, and I look at the champions on both shows, Alexa Bliss and Carmella, and they seem like they're the same exact female character in terms of they're the heel, you know, with the same type of message, you know, that they're the best when they're really, you know, not the best, and people are always trying to climb after those guys. But you know, I don't want to divulge too much into these topics, like you said earlier, just because there's so much that we could dive into. We want to get back to this whole Bayley situation. I mean, I think Bayley is grossly underutilized, and honestly, if they're going to pull the trigger, they need to pull the trigger yesterday because this has been going on way too long, and it's a situation where it's like, if we're going to do it, just do it and make the move. I know you want to build up that climax, that boiling point and stuff like that. But I mean, realistically, how long has this been boiling over?
It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. They do need to do something yesterday. I mean, again, I don't think they're gonna do what I do. What I think they ain't gonna play it like that. That's because those writers, they're not gonna think of nothing like that. However, but they need to keep the pressure on. They don't need, like, I don't want to see all of this aggression for just Sasha, and then she just goes back to being who she was, because who she was is not getting her anywhere. And I do think they need to change her look. She needs to be more like, like less bubbly. Like, yo, stop playing games. Like, see, that's the thing.
Which she has. I don't think she's been as bubbly as she used to when she came down to the ring.
She's built, yeah, because exactly. So complete the whole transition. Like, in other words, it's all, listen, I understand they doing a whole message thing with the little girls, but here's the thing. Teach these girls sometimes you got to grow up and become women. And you got to do what you got to do. That's a good message, too. That's a real message. And you know what? Sometimes, because, Bayley's been a good friend of Sasha. Sasha's the one, like, if you want to look at what's going on, Sasha's the one that's been acting like, extra and shit. You know what I mean? So Bayley's been
one thing I do appreciate is the fact that Bayley was the aggressor, because I always thought it was going to be the one, Sasha was going to be the one to do it. So I do like that little change.
Shows like Bayley's tired of your shit. Like, I'm tired of you. Okay, you know what? This is what you want. Now I'm going to give you want these problems. Now you got these problems. You see, she was like, yo, you see what she was like, yo, you think you're better than me? Like, yo, like, what? I was like, what? Like, that's what I'm talking about, Bayley. That's what I'm talking about.
She has the capabilities of it. But I mean, as long as she's on Raw, and that's the thing with Bayley, because I always thought that even when she debuted and stuff like that, when she came out and then she got the title and then she lost it, I mean, there's so much more that they can really do with Bayley. I just think right now with the title and all that stuff, I mean, she's gonna have a really good feud going on with Sasha. So we may be looking at with this Sasha Bayley feud like at least 3 to 5 different matches at 3 to 5 different pay-per-views all the way till Mania or something like that, with this feud going on, which is something good for them to really do. But it'd be interesting to see who really takes that role as the heel or face, and maybe just let them just change their character up and just do something where like they are who they are. If you want to cheer, if you want to boo. But I think with this whole Bayley thing, it is a refreshing change to see her being the aggressor in that situation, not taking anything from Sasha.
No, we're not.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
We don't take anything. We don't take nothing away from Sasha. What's wrong with you, son? Don't try to insinuate like I try to take something away from Sasha.
No. I'm just saying like she's not taking any of her BS anymore.
Okay, all right, because we ain't doing that to the boss. Shout out to the boss.
No, she's tired of it.
She the boss.
Tired of
but the
it.
boss got fucked up though. At the end of the day, she got fucked up on Monday. Bayley's not having it. And if I'm Bayley, I'm hitting up Stone Cold's Twitter or DMing him or something. Then as a matter of fact, I think they, get in contact with Stone Cold and get permission to use the stunner and start stunning these bitches. That be your new finisher. Like, for real, son. Like, can you imagine? What if, I'm just saying, if Bayley just come out, for real, she just start hitting people with the stunner. What if it just got, you would lose it. You would lose it if Bayley hit Sasha with the stunner.
I will say that she does need a better finisher than that belly to Bayley or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck all of that belly to Bayley show, all that lovey. Fuck all of that. Word, chick, that's what I mean. And it's okay. It's going to be cool for her to borrow that. It's going to be cool. That'll be so dope. Yes, people take other people's shit, you know what I'm saying, all the time. Like, Shawn Michaels in the ring right now. He's the Intercontinental Champion. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know what I mean? Listen, black tights, black shirt, let your hair down.
But have you watched NXT recently at all?
No. I kind of know loosely what's going on. I should watch some shows. I have not been able to really keep into the recent NXT shit, but I'm probably going to start, maybe doing that. So, so we could be seeing what's going on. I kind of know what's going on, though. Your man Velvet, we're not doing that right now.
Let's not do it right now.
That dude's wild.
So,
trying to disrespect.
So,
go ahead.
My thing is with Bayley. It's refreshing. Like, I really feel as though with this women's division, especially with Bayley, she hasn't been able to showcase her abilities. I honestly feel like when I talk about Bayley and Becky Lynch, I feel like they're the same person because they have so much capability of being the champion and carrying the women's division and having those quality matches, but they're not able to show what they can do 100% of the time in the ring unless it's with a certain person. That's why I like the way they're going with Becky Lynch, or excuse me, with Sasha Banks and Bayley, because I know when those two get in the ring, you're going to get a great match. So my thing is I'm excited for this feud to continue to grow. I just want it to grow a little bit faster so we can get those matches coming up at SummerSlam with, Sasha versus Bayley at SummerSlam. I mean, that's a big marketable match that you can have if you build it up the right way and things like that. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for that to really grow. And it'll be fun to see who takes over what roles within that. Within that, who's going to really drive the heel mentality, who's going to drive the face mentality. That's what is going to be fun to see how it comes out, because you could do it either way, and either way you do it is going to be a good way to do it. Because if you bring back Sasha's heel persona, that's when she was the best, when she was doing that, when she was really good. She was doing that all those heel things. That's something that she's good at. You have Bayley go heel and do that. That's something fresh, something new that we haven't seen before. So either way, I believe they're in a win-win situation. It's just a matter of which way they choose to go. They could be comfortable. The comfortable thing to do is to go back to Sasha being the heel with the boss rings and all that stuff coming out and all that. That's comfortable because she's done it. She's shown that she can do it. And Bayley has shown that she can be the woman that all the little girls cheer for and things like that. The uncomfortable thing will be to go full-fledged heel on Bayley and let her see how she does. You know what I mean? So it'll be really interesting to really see that dynamic. And I'm really excited about it, to be personal with you. I'm really excited to see where they go with this, because there's a number of different ways that they can go with this.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, it's going to get good. It's getting good. They're gonna keep me locked in. All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up right there for now for this topic. We'll be back at a later time. I'm gonna holler at you a little bit later.
All right, yeah, guys, let us know what you think. Let me know, let me and Trey know, what you guys think about the topic that we talked about. Whether you think it'd be better for Bayley to go heel or stay face, or Sasha. We want to hear what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening.
And to piggyback off of what you just said, you guys can find us on Facebook at Real Talk Wrestling. There you can leave comments and questions that you may want to ask us. Go there also, too, because we will be providing updates in the near future as we try to grow this thing. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace out.